Need more cowbell. What's up, motherfoxers? Here we are again. Yeah. Alright, today is the day we start the 393 build. So we're tearing this 351 apart. Make sure it is a roller block. I'm not sure if it is or not. Pretty good chance there is. It is. It was running when I got it, so we'll see. For those of you thinking this is going to go quick, well, sorry to disappoint you, but it's not. I do have some of the parts for it, and it does require money, and I do got to sell some things like that rotated assembly, which I think I may have a buyer, I don't know, from the 306. Obviously, I remember last video I traded off that block to my buddy Justin, because for some rims for this. Like I said, I think it's a roller. If not a big deal. You can always convert it, but I just don't know until I open it up. And then of course this thing's got to get bored over 30 if it's not already. I'm not gonna hold much to that because you never know till you open it up. So, but it did run. It did run when I pulled it out, and it is hot and humid here in Michigan. It is like 75% humidity, which is down from like 95 from the last week. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start tearing this thing apart. Look, they put a Fram oil filter on it. That was not smart. Anyway, but yeah, dude, I got some stuff to sell. I got that rotating assembly to sell. I got an axle to sell. I have a throttle body to sell. I got a lot of crap I gotta get rid of. But when that money from that stuff, when I sell, it starts rolling, and then we'll have money for this thing. But I got the crank, and like I said, if it's not bored out, there's money right there, boring it out. And if it's not a roller, I think the conversion stuff for that's kind of pricey. So rollers in it, the lifters are anyway, I think. But and one of the things that I know a couple people were saying something about the 3 bars that I have for this, saying that might not be a good idea. Well, I talked to the Windsor Wizard. There ain't nothing wrong with these heads. He said, dude, you can get 450 horsepower with those heads that are on there, those E7s, that's the he said they are. But these ones here, he goes, you're going to have to run E85 on this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, that engine is going to have 12-to-1 compression. And I guess one of the things I never correlated with E85 is the octane. Apparently it's 108 octane. I never even gave that thought. It's just people were putting corn on their car, you know. I just never thought about it. So, on my part, right? But I was like, oh. He goes, you're going to have 12-to-1 compression with these heads on it. So, thinking it over, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want 12-to-1 compression on this thing. I'd rather have pump gas, right? Well, there's a speedway not even a mile from my house with E85. So I said, screw it. We're going to do 80-85 and just keep it 12-to-1 compression with these heads on. And these, from talking to Ford Blue Gauge, and Justin probably told me this a while back, but I didn't know, didn't really listen. Ford Blue Gauge said, hey, check the serial number on those. I told him, and he said, those are 93 Cobra heads. So these are 93 Mustang Cobra heads, which isn't a huge big deal, but if I wanted to sell these, I could get a pretty penny for them, which I wouldn't do that. Yeah. And then he proceeded to give me an education on all the serial numbers for all the GT40s. That dude knows way too much information, dude. But it did, from him and a few other people told me the timing cover will work for that engine. So will the water pump, because it's brand new, so that's cool. I believe the lifters, so we're good there. And One of the things is the rotating assembly that I said I'm going to use in pistons and rings. Well, if I got a seller for that crank and this and all the stuff, I'm going to sell it because I got those other ones. I just have to buy rings, so not a big deal. But anyway, like I said before, let's tear this apart. Okay, I guess one of the things I never did show you is the engine. I mean, for, you know, being a 351 and obviously got some age on it, it's actually pretty clean, guys. If you can see, it's pretty significantly clean here. Not a lot of grime on it or anything like that. Doesn't look like anybody was cleaning it or anything. But yeah, I mean, it's just came out of a truck, and like I said, it doesn't look like anybody was like rubbing anything off it or anything, but it is a pretty clean engine, man, considering the age of it. So I think they did put a new cap and rotor. It's got new injectors in it, which I'm pretty much not going to use, but and this hog ass freaking intake, that's just, these things are pretty much garbage. I mean, nobody wants these things. I've seen them online for sale, for people selling them for maybe $50 to $100 for both the upper and lower, but nobody wants these things, dude. Alternator looks new, but then again, I got like 3 of these 75 watters or amps, 75 ampers. You can't give these things away. I got 3 of them downstairs. Here's another one. I mean, this thing looks practically brand new. These, on the other hand, are pretty robust. We might be keeping that. And when it was running, I don't remember hearing this thing whining, so this might be good to keep. But everything else on here is pretty much garbage. I mean, we may be keeping this thing, but yeah, we'll see. There it is, kind of shrunk down. There's a lot of emissions crap on a 351. Holy cow. It's still moving around over there. But there are just tons of vacuum lines compared to a Fox 302. Holy crap, man. But yeah, there it is, about ready to pull this intake off. And
you don't know what year it is, do you?
No, I don't. We'll find out. As soon as we pop this intake off, we'll find out if it's a roller or not. So, I don't know. I mean, it's fuel injected, but if it's pre-91 or something like that, it's not a roller. But we shall find out when we open it up here in a minute. So, but yeah, man, like I said, they're a pretty clean engine, considering how old these things are. I mean, it's got its normal, like, oil shit on it, but it's pretty clean. Well, this is not a roller. Oh well. But I believe the lifters for this are pretty expensive. And then I gotta tap that out to change it. So that sucks. And I know there's some grinding you gotta do, because right where they want to put the holes, I think this thing's in the way. That little thing right there, and I think maybe a 351 here, whatever that is in the way too. Kind of messes with that. But and of course we didn't get completely unscathed here. Had a couple of these bolts just snap on us. But yeah, oh well. So it goes. It runs. You know, it's a good block. Hopefully. There you go, man. Pretty clean. Like I was saying. But yeah. Okay, so there's a look at the head. Not so bad, about to pull it off. See what's underneath here. Okay, there you go, non-roller. And I sprayed some Marvel Mystery Oil in there, guys, if you're wondering what the hell. But looks like it's standard size. I did take one of my 30 over pistons that wouldn't go in, but here's one of Black Sunshine's standard pistons from her original engine, and there you go. So that's not 30 over. So we're gonna strip the rest of this down, and I'm gonna send it off to the machine shop. I'm gonna bore it 30 over, and of course it needs a bath because you see, like I said, it's a pretty clean engine, but we got some grime there. And oh yeah, I think they had a problem right there. So obviously blown head gasket there, so on this side, but there it is, all torn apart. Like I said, I just sprayed some Marvel Mystery Oil on that because I'm going to end up putting a bag over this and just kind of let it sit here for now. Get a hold of Tyler at Force and say, hey bud, I need an engine or just a block bored out and cleaned. So, or cleaned and bored out, because you're going to clean it first, right? You know. But yeah, everything's good, and now I got another set of heads. This is the 4th set of like stock heads I have for 302, 351. I mean, I got 3 sets of them, man, and now this set. So, and these I guess are E7s with different, I think, valves on them. So, but yeah, there it is, man. It's all set, ready to be torn down the rest of the way. Probably just gonna cut this one off here. So there we go, guys, all wrapped up for now. Gonna have to send that off to get it cleaned and bored out to 30. Probably end up taking that to Force Engineering, where I had the cartoon, and have them do it instead of the other place. So finding out this is a non-roller, it's not a big deal. I mean, either I could convert it or just roll it the way it is, and I don't know. I got some figuring out to do on that one, but not a big deal. But yeah, all done, man. There's the info you needed. There's the info I needed, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Later.